Recently, Rolex unveiled its certified pre-owned program. This is good news, but it is not surprising considering the current state of the secondary market. To start, the initiative will let some authorized retailers sell pre-owned timepieces verified as genuine and guaranteed by Rolex. As of this December, the rollout had begun in about 25 specialized boutiques spread across 6 nations. And those countries are Switzerland, Austria, Germany, France, Denmark, and the United Kingdom. It's all being handled by the Bucherer, one of their major distributors abroad. And in the spring of 2023, this retailer plans to open its doors to other merchants. A Rolex CPO string tag and papers will be included with each watch that is part of the program. Both of these will verify the legitimacy of the CPO product and its 2-year guarantee. However, Rolex will only grant the certified pre-owned status to goods older than 3 years in an effort to discourage fraudulent transactions. And in this video, we're going to refer to what Teddy Baldassarre, a content creator and watch enthusiast, think of this program, its process, and some possible questions you might ask about it. First, he believes Rolex is taking this step so that they may have a greater influence on the market value of their products. You see, nowadays, the value of a Rolex depends less on its original retail price and more on its secondary market value. As prices rose, so did the prestige of wearing a Rolex. And because so many individuals didn't regard it as a great watch or a status symbol, but as a smart money prospect, getting one at an approved level became more difficult. Buying a Rolex was a status symbol for many who bought one, and those customers are looking for a popular brand. However, Rolex prices on the secondary market have decreased over the past few months. In fact, Rolex prices have generally fallen by almost 15% during the previous 180 days. The Daytona 116500 LN has also had a price decrease of around 20%. Rolex hopes that by including this new feature, they will stabilize model prices in the market and make their products more affordable to consumers, and therefore keep their standing as an in-demand brand. This is crucial considering speculations that Rolex is creating a new plant with additional production capacity. Secondly, Teddy believes this will open up new avenues of profit for Rolex. However, he is not convinced that customers would place a high premium on CPO Rolex timepieces, especially from reputable pre-owned sellers. Still, there will be prospects for financial gain. This is certainly relevant now that the initiative has had more time to grow, and Rolex has the opportunity to make significant inroads into the pre-owned market. In many ways, the second-hand market is a game of who you know and how much money and goods you have at your disposal, and the availability of Rolexes is not in question. Finally, Teddy thinks that by taking this step, Rolex is giving its authorized dealers a green light to offer more products in more ways. Because of Rolex's meteoric rise in popularity over the past 5 years, acquiring their products through official channels is more of a chore than it is worth. It's also quite unlikely because it depends on factors like your location, previous purchases, and the make and model you're interested in. Selling in the luxury watch market is mainly done through regional points of sale, like the auto sector. Thanks to the CPO program, participating stores will offer a 2-tiered product, and there's a good chance that someone may use a valuable timepiece, such as a date just or an oyster perpetual, as a negotiating chip to acquire the next item they desire. But Teddy thinks that because of how some wealthy people shop for Rolex, there will be a lot of people who buy it. According to him, these are some of the top reasons behind Rolex's actions. He doubts that this is the sole factor at play here. However, these 3 thoughts were the first to enter his mind when they did this. Nowadays, the value that many people identify with Rolex is based entirely on the secondary market. It was raging out of control and was becoming even more explosive. Therefore, Teddy believes they can now enter the market and exert marginally greater influence. But even now, there remains many mysteries to which he doesn't know the answers. Even when speaking with Rolex ad representatives, there is a degree of doubt. Now, before we continue, I'd like to thank you for getting this far. And if you want to know what Teddy thinks would arise from this, then make sure to watch this next part. He says the first question that comes to mind is what this will mean for the market for new and used Rolex watches in the long run. Since the premium price of CPOs has not yet convinced him of their widespread acceptance, he isn't sure of their future prospects. He also wonders if there will be any price advice, noting that MSRPs tend to be reliable and simple to stick with even when there is no daily oversight. However, it is different from used items because it is a free market. Conditions are constantly shifting, and how Rolex handles this to make sure there isn't a significant pricing difference across the participating stores. With the existing system in place, the final pricing is somewhat up to the discretion of the store. According to Teddy's analysis of the latest numbers, the price is around 13% more than the value we have seen from secondary trading markets for watches. He's also wondering if the item will come with a box and paperwork. These are the kind of things that can arise if no rules are in place. There will then be a free fall of speculation as to whether this gives consumers the freedom to determine prices. He's sure Rolex will eventually come up with something to provide some direction here, but the structure is more open for the time being. Additionally, what happens to the original paperwork after an item is deemed in acceptable condition for resale? Will the CPO boxes come with the original purchase paperwork? Another important issue to consider is what course of action will be taken on vintage products. Does Rolex maintain its timepieces, or do they follow the unspoken standards of the pre-owned market? You see, Rolex's reputation for maintaining items in pristine condition, according to collector preferences, hasn't always been the finest, especially when restoring dials rather than cleaning casings. Lastly, Teddy wonders if we may expect to be able to purchase these items through an online store in the near future. Since pre-owned is a flexible framework, he figures that many people would be interested in buying these used wristwatches. Also, why would a store that has a chance to sell a rare item sell it locally if they can sell it to the world? And so, these are but a few of the questions that arise. And there are still many questions that need to be answered, but this is an intriguing move for Rolex. So now, do you have some Rolex timepieces you would like to sell through this program? Let me know in the comment section below. And while you're at it, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons as well. Now, if you want to know what valuable Rolexes to look out for, then make sure to click and watch this video right here and enjoy. And that's the end of this video, guys. See you next time.